Some police say a 13-year-old boy stabbed his mother to death and admitted he attacked her in a fight over video games.
Mary Ainuu was born on September 2, 1961. She grew up in California before moving to Tucson, Arizona. She was a wife, friend, and mother. Those closest to her described her as a loving and generous person who mentored women and taught Sunday school classes. According to public documents, she was the mother of 4 children, including 3 daughters and an adopted son. On the night of January 11, 2022, at approximately 9 p.m., a bloody and dying Mary staggered her way to her neighbor's house. She had obvious wounds to her head and neck. She begged her neighbors to call 911. One neighbor stated that she appeared to have multiple stab wounds and was bleeding profusely. Mary said that her 13-year-old son, Isaiah, attacked her.
Well, good evening, Sean. Such a tragic situation. Now, according to detectives, they say they believe that this incident started as a verbal confrontation, which resulted in a tragedy.
Terrified, scared, helpless in that point because there was nothing we could do to relieve and make it better.
Just after 9 Tuesday night, Tucson police say dispatchers received a call from a neighbor in this Rita Ranch neighborhood on South Via del Forjador, saying their neighbor came over looking for help after being stabbed in her home. Officials say they were told the suspect, 13-year-old Isaiah Ainuu, was the victim's son, who took off after the stabbing but was eventually found by officers several blocks away.
Following the attack, Isaiah was found not far from the family home. He had attempted to hide a backpack with what was believed to be weapons used in the attack. According to police records, Mary and her 13-year-old son were home alone when he admitted to getting into a verbal disagreement with his mom over his video games. While his mom sat in the living room, he allegedly went into the kitchen, sharpened a large knife, and returned to the living room. He stated that he first hit his mom in the head with a 5-pound dumbbell before stabbing her 8 to 9 times in the neck. Mary was transported to the hospital by the Tucson Fire Department, but she did not survive. She died approximately 3 hours after arriving at the hospital from devastating injuries. She was just 60 years old. After her death, a neighbor said, "It makes me feel sick. It makes me feel disgusted in our future generations. I couldn't imagine doing that to anyone, let alone my mother." Mary was laid to rest on January 27, 2022. In her obituary, she was described as the brightest and most beautiful light. She loved to laugh and have fun. She impacted everyone with her kindness, generosity, and humor. She will be missed. At the time of this recording, Isaiah was being charged with first-degree murder and domestic violence. It was uncertain whether he would be charged as a child or an adult. This is a tragic example of a mother losing her life to her own son. She loved her family dearly and certainly did not deserve such a tragic ending.